Hey guys, welcome to another stream. Glad to catch you all here. Let me have a quick look at who's on live. Let me know if you can hear me well enough. I've got Ajim Kramer, welcome. Nice to see you around. Parsi Shak, hey, who goes there? Nice to catch you around. Hey, Nigel Roberts, welcome. Zalon, my man, hey, nice to catch you around. Yeah, and thanks for putting it out there about the about my stream and your stream. I was actually planning to go today. It's I think the last event I didn't actually do one properly, so I'm happy to do one irrespective of whether I'm doing the event or not. So glad to be here. Parsi Shark says beat and blames alone. Lol. Nigel Roberts, we are pumping. Hey, cool. So guys, so welcome to the stream. Um, I actually missed the devs live stream, but I managed to catch up on the details thanks to Zalon and his video. Is really great video, by the way. Anyone who hasn't caught up on Zalon's after DOT after show, definitely going some really fun stuff there. Always good banter going around. So do have a look at that. So we have 8 people watching and 4 well just began really, isn't it? So let's have a look at the event. And then I'll share my thoughts on what I think the event is and how it's going on. So as you can see, already done a bit of grinding. Let's look at the rewards chain now. Obviously we've got the standard rewards. Start with the poison token. We have the portal stones, 50 portal stones, all of that, and all of this has already been covered in Zalon stream as terms of the rewards and what you can get. Now the juiciest bits from what I see, and especially for any of the new players, is at the least I suggest going up to 4,500 souls. Actually, to be honest, 5,000 souls if you can, given that this is a 4 day event, nearly a 4 days event, 3 days and 15 hours. I think it was almost four days when it began. Pashi says gives me another reason to pull my Ayaka and do some battles. There you go, see. do that. Ayaka can definitely give you that 1.2 boost, so that's definitely good. Now, any of you who are new to the game, now one of, and this is probably, I'm sure many will agree that Logu is perhaps the best 3-star Titan you can get, for offense and defense. Unless you get a really bad roll, Logu is definitely a Titan to grind too. So going up to 4,500 souls shouldn't be too. It shouldn't be impossible. It will require some time on your end, of course. And if you don't have a 1.2 boost, it might take a little longer to get there. But if you got 4 days and it's 4,500 souls, if you do 1,000 souls a day, you can get this one. And I would suggest, if you've got some tokens saved up and you don't have a poison ranger, go for Logu. Definitely get Logu. And the good thing is, it's pre-leveled as well, which the devs have been setting a trend of quite late, and I do appreciate it. Now for me, if I getting Logu for me at level 10 would mean I probably use it as fusion food, because I do have a decent Logu and probably 2 other Logus out there. But being pre-leveled is definitely a good start for all the new players out there. So grinding up to 5,000 souls is a good idea, because you get your another token there as well. Now, for other players I guess in the mid-game region, I'd say going up to the Septic Belt is where I would recommend those players going up to. And if you have got more time on your hand, probably the Morbid Cloak. So 9,000 souls, I'd say, would be where I would say mid-level players should be going up to. Mayaka is great and so good, yes. So and that's awesome, man. Pisces, I have seen the video of your Ayaka, and she is definitely one of the best champions. And in fact, that's one of the poison champions I don't have. So, well, hopefully one day I'll get her. I have an Atlas, Pisces says, which makes that Logu good food. See, there you go. So if you have a 4-star Titan, a Ranger Titan, and you already have a Logu from before which you worked on, definitely go for that. Now, if you are not a mid-level player, and I think I consider myself slightly more, well, a little bit beyond the mid-level player region now. By now, for me, if I really want to get the Orb of Death. Now the whole point is this event worth it, right? Now, as you, I was listening in to Zalon's stream, and I went and watched the devs live stream and saw the skill set as well. Now, the new Titan, Maiku. Now, she boosts. She's a guardian, right? She is the second poison guardian or mossman guardian. Now, the only difference, well, the difference is that she has got 2 X-skilled panther buffs, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I gathered, that the 2 X skills for panthers are pretty much fixed in stone, that there will be panther health and panther armor. I don't know if it's the same with the spearman buffs. Now, yeah, that's right. Meiku buffs spearman. So spearman, you get spearman, is I guess health and armor or something like that. Now they are good skills, right? No doubt. As far as spearmen go, that's good skills. But now, how would you use Meiku on attack or defense? Now here's what I suggest for players who have, well, who don't have a single poison guardian. I'd say this is a Titan you don't really need to get. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Now the skills. Now what skills you've got? Tier 3 defense skill, 2x skill for panthers and spearmen. All skills are defensive. All right. Okay. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. So all skills are defensive, right? Okay. Now, when you're panthers, now just think of Meiku, with those panther defensive X skills when your panthers are level 25. Now, if your panthers are level 25, or yeah, let's say even panther level 23 and beyond, you're going to have some massive health on your panthers. Now, yes, you don't have any resistances, but now with that armor and with that health, and if you throw in some more mount armors and whatnot, and morbid cloak, which also gives you panther health, okay, you're talking about, you're probably looking at health which will take a very, very long time for any other titan to titan or troop to take down. So this is what I suggest, or what I think. This is my thought on this. Meku is a good titan for high level players, and to be honest, where it's set in, it can be used. Now, as far as spearman goes, yes, that's a bit tricky. I don't know what's the best way to use Meku with spearmen on them. I don't know if there are any relics out there that provide any kind of buffs for spearmen as well as panthers at the same time. Kind of difficult. Um, but then it can be used sort of on defense. Now the other theory I have, guys, and I hope you don't find this a bit of lecture boring or anything. Let me know if it is. You've got, now if you already got a Mitano like I have. Now I don't have a max Mitano, but if you have a max Mitano and if you have a max Meku, you can swap them around. Oh hey, Siun, welcome to my stream. So if you have a max Mitano and a max Meku, you could swap them around, and when the person is attacking you, they won't have a clue unless they look very carefully at the chart that you see on the screen. You know, the battle layout or whatever it shows. So now if you have that, yes, certainly that can confuse your enemy, but otherwise, um, you know, so that's how I see it being useful. Now here, okay, now let's get back to the grind. So obviously you can see I've got 39 portal stones. I did a bit of grinding. I had 100 portal stones and 50 portal stones that were about to expire from the last event, so I put them on. So I'm using my Mitano now. Here's my Mitano, and I'm sure many of you, I've brought this up plenty of times now. The Mitano I've got now, look, when I looked at the orb of death. Now, if anyone who hasn't seen the orb of death, let me bring up the orb of death, which is a reward that you can get from the event. Let's look at the event rewards again. So you get orb of death at 12,000 souls, I believe, which, if I'm not wrong, is lower than the soul count that you would get. That we got the orb of justice and orb of war, is it? Now those orbs were available at 17,000 souls in the events they appeared in, but orb of death appears at 12,000 souls, so it's lower than normal. And now what I wanted to really talk about is this. You get army resist to physical and army resist to earth, right? Now notice those two skills, right? Now I'm going to remember that, and I'm going to bring up now look at my Mitano. And this is why, guys, I'm probably going to go for that orb. I've got resistance to physical and resistance to earth as my second and third skill. So with that orb, my panthers are going to be immune to physical attacks. So that means enemy spearmen, enemy Goliaths, right? So I'll have to worry only about ice and what's the other one? Poison, of course, two big elements. But it would be pretty useful for me. That's why I would be very likely going for the orb. Alright, Pisces, Ron, on defense for Garrison, it no longer shows an element, so you can't really mess with them. Ah, is it? Let's test that out. Okay, look at that. So this is why, guys, this is why I will, and I know this is in terms of the amount I would probably need to spend on the, I only have 5 save tokens because I didn't do the last event, so I do have some tokens. But I think I probably will be going for the orb. But if I don't get to the orb, or I find I don't have time to do this, I will go to 9,000 souls, and that is because I want to get myself the 4-star morbid cloak, which I don't have. But it's more than likely that I'm gonna go and get the orb. Now, if any of you have the orb, can you tell me if any of you are thinking of going for this event? Because that'll be interesting. So what do you guys think of my little analysis? And what do you think? Do you think you're going to be going for Mayuku? Well, again I said I'm not going for Mayuku. I'm going for the orb. But if it so happens that, and it does so happen that my Yuku is only 2000 souls away, so I might as well get my Yuku, whatever it is, isn't it? So I'll see how it goes. That's what my plan is, guys. Now obviously I'm using a Mitano with all Panthers. This is not a very economical attack. I probably should look for PP lands, but the reason I'm doing this, I just wanted to show something after this. Now my Mitano has got the first skill has got Panther's health, and I just want to show you what you can do. Now I've got level 21 Panthers, and in fact they turned 21 only a day or two ago. Oh hey, Jason Jerome, welcome. Glad you could come to my stream. Now I just want to show the kind of health you'll be looking at if you got level 21 Panthers with just few relics that I put on my Mitano. So let's have a look at that. Now let me just train up some Panthers and then we'll look into that. Okay. Right, now here's my Mitano and Mitano's Panthers, right? I've got 54,000 health on these Panthers, and why is that? Because I've got my Mitano giving 36% Panthers health, and I've got a 4-star what's that called, Mount Armor, and a 3-star Mount Armor. So with that, look at what you get, and look at that, I've got some armor. Now I've got no damage boost at this point. That's because my Mitano is only level 26. But when I get my Mitano higher up, we're talking major health for these Panthers, and we're talking I guess the health wouldn't go up with level, because I'll probably put in more offensive relics, but this in itself I think is a decent attacker. I don't know what you guys think. I have 2 orbs of death, Nigel says. So there you go. So if you got 2 orbs, I personally would be, I would only then go for my Yuku, that if you're looking for something beyond that. That's my personal recommendation. Now the only reason I am going for the thing, because I don't have the orb, and I think the orb would make a great fit for my Titan. So that's what it is. Hey King Josh, welcome to the stream. Nigel, 5 4-star morbid cloaks, so not certain how far I'll go. So there you go. So, okay, let's look at the reward chain again. Right, so you say you've got the morbid cloak, which is at 9k souls, and you got 5 of those. Wow, that's ridiculous. Right, so you don't want that. You don't want the orb of death. So what you basically have got, you don't want anything, well, not really anything, from 9,000 souls to 14,000 souls, and probably, I guess, even till 16,000 souls. This is not a divine gems event. So yes, you get some epic tokens on the way, blah blah, but the next real reward would be this toxic rune. Now to bring up the skills of anyone who hasn't checked out the Devs live stream, it's Titan and army damage. I think it goes up 30% when maxed, and you get Titan health and one other skill. I can't remember. Anyone knows what the other skill is? I know. Oh no, yeah, it's poison spell. Yeah, you get the 3 gain poison spell when you max it out. So you've got Titan and army poison damage, you've got poison spell, and you got Titan health. So what Titans do you guys think can this be used on? My opinion is that this relic is best used. Mitano obviously is a good choice, but I think Ayaka. In fact, if Pisces is listening in, this is a good relic for your Ayaka, because when you go on attacking with this Titan, you get your health, which is good for a champion. You get damage, which is good for a champion. You get these extra spells, and those poison spells are very useful in my view to take out Imperials, a bunch of Imperials that have been gathered around. You can obviously bring down archers and your grenadiers. So this relic, Toxin Rune, in my view, is a very good choice for champions and even paladins. And I think, and next down the line, it's probably your Guardian. So obviously the Mitano, that's the only Guardian apart from Meiku that we have at the moment. So if you are not looking to get anything from, if you have the morbid cloak, you have the orb of death, then getting toxic rune, although it's very good, it's probably not worth it. I would say wait it out. And of course, now I don't need to say this, but if anyone doesn't have a Ledega and really wants a Ledega, now trust me guys, if you have a Ledega, uh, even if it's got horrible skills, it is one of those rangers that you must have in your collection at some point. Hey Born Scubby, yo Born in the house, welcome, welcome. Pisces lol, I don't need the spells. Guess not, but if you're going up against X-skilled grenadiers, it could come in handy. But again, I'm not trying to sell it to you. If if you've in fact, I'm trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to say that if you don't, it's not a relic that you must have. It's a good relic, but it's not a must-have. So there you go, guys. That's what I think of the event. So just to sum it up a little bit, I guess, for anyone who's joining in new, anyone who's new to the game, I say get yourself a logo. So go up to 5,000 souls and get yourself a token as well on the way. For mid-level players, and if you haven't got yourself a morbid cloak and a septic belt, go up to 9,000 souls. And if you're a mid-level or high-level player and you don't have an orb of death, it might be worth going for this orb, because the orb comes at a lower soul count from what I understand than the orb of war and the orb of justice, which came in at about 17,000 souls. But again, it may be a bit skewed because the multiplier was probably 1.4, I don't know, for the best titan. Anyway, so there you go. And if you're a high level player, well then I think Meku is actually a workable option. I need septic belt and morbid cloak. Okay, so Born, if you need them, then 9k souls is definitely worth going for. Alright, so that's enough of me blabbering around of this. Let's do some grinds, shall we? Let's find some PP folk. Now there we go, somebody for PP. Now, because my Panthers are level 21, which is not bad, I can afford to try and hit something larger. Let's see if I can find something though. Looks like this guy's all bubbled up. Is he? He is. Wow, it's always interesting when I read the comments. Look at that comment there. Everyone who passes the event, my parkland could be enjoyed at your service. I always get a good laugh because it's the translation is so horrible. There are times where I'll actually go and read the original and go into Google if I'm really desperate to understand what they're trying to say, and I'll kind of just let Google give me the translation. Oh, see you in how far are you going in the event? Yeah, so I am going up. Well, that's my main target, right? I always set two targets, one as the main target and one as a dream target and one as the minimum target I'm going to go up to. So my main target would be 12,000 souls for the orb of death. My my least thing, the thing that I need to get at the minimum from this event, would be the morbid cloak at 9,000 souls. That's it. If I struggle and don't find time, even then I'm gonna go and get myself the morbid cloak. Now, one other thing I wanted to bring up, guys, is that now there has been talk about there's probably going to be a Theaters of War event for the poison, right? From what I understand, it's not going to be the poison event that's going to be dropping next. It's most likely going to be some other element. It could be earth, could be physical, could be lightning. You never know. So it's a bit off. But when that Theaters of War drops in, and we all know how good and how worth that event is. I mean, majority of us will agree that Theaters of War is an event worth spending money on. So if you're trying to save money on something, Theaters of War is a good event to save your gems for. In fact, what I suggest is if you've been saving up gems and you're wondering when to drop them, I would save them up, stash them up, and then drop when the Theaters of War event comes in. I mean, I know one thing for sure. After this event, I'm gonna be stacking up my my gems, probably picking up a few gem deals if I can. Depends on the deal are, and then and just basically wait till the Theaters of War drops again, because uh, what you can spend in that gets you much more than what you can get from these. Wow, your stream is lucky. Just got a 4-star halberd. Hey, wow, that's nice. And you know what? That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good relic. And you know what? It buffs spearmen. So a perfect relic for this event, right? Oh, I love this land. Imperials and Grenadiers. Who doesn't love that? I have two spearmen shield thing relic. I only remember getting one. Ah, right, nice. So you've got now two of those one. Um, Oh, you only remember getting one. Aha. Uh, I have just a single spearman shield. Can't remember what it's called. But I have, I think, about four of those halberds. But man, I wasn't getting any of them for a very long time. And that again, it brings me to the point where I want to say that I think the way the game is that some people tend to get some type of relics, uh, dropping more than any other relic. For example, for me, I get a load of those archer damage buffing 4-star relics. I mean, they drop literally all the time whenever I get a 4-star drop, and I don't need them. I would be much happier getting basically anything else really, but it doesn't happen. So I don't know why that happens, but there is something in that. I don't know if you guys experience that. So do you guys find that you tend to get a particular type of particular drop more often in the 4-star category than the other drops? And if so, which relic do you get? Because that it's interesting to know. hmm Oh, that's so tempting. I could. Oh man, no, I'm just gonna post in the last chat. I probably would have gotten that, but. So we got 30 portal stones, guys. So what I'm gonna do for this stream, I will grind up to 30 portal stones. Oh wow, that's tempting again. Um, and then we'll see how we go from there. Oh, that looks like some PP lens. Is it? Nope. That's what happens when you're in when you're level 15. I guess you become a target for everyone else, even if your lands are not on PP mode, right? Now I'm gonna be on the lookout now. Gotta find a PP partner on the long term. We'll see. Let's see if anyone is there. Hmm. That person got PP lens. Oh, that's got PP lens. Oh, that's wonderful. Probably suffer a few losses in that, but we'll go for it. So 28 people watching. Oh, well, not 28 people watching. 9 people watching, and 28 minutes into the stream. I'm glad you're all here. If you got any questions, you want me to do any particular battles, do let me know. I'll try and look them out. Although I'm not trying to hit any garrisons at the moment. Just want to keep all these raids coming in to make most use of the portal stones, because we know how valuable portal stones are in this game. I'm really hoping by the end of probably tomorrow I should be able to get my Mitano to level 30 and unlock that third relic slot, because with that it'll make a lot of difference in the number of losses I'll experience in battle. So all you guys out there, what Titan are you using for the grind? Anyone here using a Segunga? I do have a Segunga at level 33. Segunga, is it Sakani? Sakani, I have Sakani, yeah. But I really don't want to level her up. Because, oh, look at that. Milestone unlocked. Fantastic. Shall we go for this one? Let's go for this one. More experience. Higher lands, more experience. Hey, Ayaka has been getting me so much gold. I got all of my builders working, and the next is to get a troop upgrading. Nice, 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 nice. Get all those builders busy. I always avoid, if I can, to have any lazy builders around. You gotta keep everything running, smooth as a factory. Now this is the good thing, guys. When I'm going up against level 22 Goliaths, but thankfully my Panthers have got that resistance. What I'm really curious to try, and I'll probably do this someday, I'm going to use my Mitano to go up one of those Kolna defenses that are really highly buffed, and then see how my completely earth immune Panthers do. Come on, get out of the way, get out of the way. This is the thing. When the Titan begins to engage an enemy troop, all the other troops just don't seem to be able to get an attack in, while the target is able to deal a lot of area damage, and that's annoying. In all these bugs, and I hope the devs work on them, fix them up. It's quite annoying. Oh, look at that. Let me post this land. If I find one with, I love the land with Imperials and Grenadiers. Can we find one of those? Nope. I guess that's what it is. Let's go for this one. Well, when you're trying to level up a new Forces Titan, it's hard to get a mass resources I need. Yes, yep, that's true. Because all those high resources are all reserved by the high level Titan, so yeah, makes sense. I'm gonna keep my Mitano out of the way because he's just pretty annoying, doesn't do anything really. Come on, you walk around. There you go. He just walks around in circles while his men do the work. In this case, Panthers do the work. Let's see if I suffered fewer losses this time. Ah, 2 Panthers, much better. I think there was another land really. Okay, I got that running. Panthers set in. Okay, now let's go and check. I'm gonna keep this on as a marker. And let's go and check out the guy who's been attacking me. Hopefully he's got some PP lands. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. This is the guy. Is he the guy? Yeah, he is the guy. Wonderful, wonderful. That's kind of the land I want. Although it doesn't give me a lot of XP, I wouldn't get too many losses. And probably I wouldn't keep hitting him for too long. Get a few hits in and then move on to the other targets. Because I do want to get my Mitano leveled up as well. And I'm very tempted to use those hero souls. Maybe I can use one of those and get my Mitano quickly up to that level 30. Come on, fight it out. Look at that, they all popped away. Go and help Mitano. Go, go. Swing, swing. That sword does look so cool, man. I do like this feature that you can skip the load screens. It takes off a few valuable seconds, which then helps to do more raids. Oh, look at that, 0 losses. That's what I like. I probably will alternate between easy raids and higher raids, high level land raids to keep my losses at bay. Obviously, it's a good deal for the person I'm PPing with because he's like level 15 or something, castle, and he's getting to hit level 21 PP land, so he's happy. One happy camper. Alright, let's see. Let's get This battle rain. Ideally, you want to do battles in seconds, but doesn't seem to happen here. I always get those very quick battles when I mean, I can get this. This battle would have been way quicker if I used my Ladega, but I'm not getting any experience on my Ladega anymore, so don't want to use her. I really wish they do an event where Odin would be one of the boosters. He could use some real training. Alright, I think Mitano is about 27 and a half. I never have quick battles. Ah, yeah, because of your Ayaka, right? That Ayaka is gonna be one slow attacker. But well, but the Panthers can probably do a quicker job, right? Oh, so anyone here on the stream, anyone here planning to go to Ladega, planning to get themselves a Ladega at 20,000 cells? In fact, it was one of events like this that during which I got my very first Ladega. I was lucky to get a good roll, but I remember the day telling myself, hey man, I see all the people going with when it was all about poison, poison, poison. I was like, and it probably it still is kind of now. I said I really want to get a Ladega, so I was saving up tokens. I remember for that event, I was several, well not several, but a couple of months back. I saved up about 25 relics, I think 25 tokens or something crazy amount, and then I dropped it all. I still had to spend a little bit of cash, but it was it was like about I think 15 pounds or even less than that or somewhere, and I got myself a Ladega. So anyone who is here who wants to do this completely free to play, I mean, if you've got a lot of tokens saved up, it's definitely worth. And now a general rule, not rule, but a way to know how many relics you need for an event. Normally, normally you would need about 30 relics if you want to finish an event. This is what I've been gathering from a lot of Facebook posts. What do you guys think? I don't care about speed, I care about watching the troops go flying. Yeah, man, Ayaka, with that swing of the axe and definitely that double swing that Ayaka has, that's really fun to watch. I'm really curious. I want to take my Panthers against a Siegfried defense. I wonder how it'll do. There's 100% resistance to Earth. I mean to physical. Something worth trying. I'll probably have to find one of those Siggy lands. That was quicker. It may sound weird, but I like how Ayaka's feet look. I don't what do her feet look like? Does she wear like slippers or something, or does she like go barefoot in battle? I don't have an Ayaka, so I've never actually zoomed in or never been able to zoom into her feet. That probably will be the last thing I do anyway, but oh, and by the way, guys, and I don't know if any of my alliance members are watching this, but I've got an alliance member who has an Aurea. And for those of you who don't know what Aurea is or what that is, that's one of the titans that was available only in the Throne Wars. One of the very uh, unique events that we've had. I don't know if I can try and find that person to show you. Obviously, I can't attack my own player, but that's one titan I would love to get. Aurea, arguably one of the best infiltrators out there, uh, and probably a little bit better off than Loki. But I guess I would still give Loki number one spot because in the current meta, not a lot of people have resistance to lightning. Lol, she had black with white nails, and you have to check out my act on one of my videos I did a little while ago. And for your information, I got back from a trip up to Niagara Falls. Hey, whoa, 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 nice. Never been to the States, but I've seen some of my cousins had been up there. Obviously, pretty nice, right? I'm sure it must be a sight to behold, watching all that, that amount of water just trickling down, man. It's probably fantastic. You're going for Ladega? Nice, nice. See you. That's awesome. So if that's your, you know what? And I'll tell you what. It's Sion. It's worth it, man. It's worth it. Go for it. If you haven't got a Ladega, 20. It's they're never gonna give Ladega out for less than 20,000 souls. Now the only time I see Ladega ever becoming available at something cheaper in a way would be if they put her in the theaters of war drop, and that might as well happen. But if you haven't got a Ladega, 20,000 souls with a 1.2 boost, it's probably the best thing, the best offer you're gonna get. Um, so yeah, go and that'll be awesome, man. And it's gonna be a long grind, obviously, if you're doing it completely free to play, or you're a dolphin, as as the learn puts it, which I do. I like that option. So not a major spender, but likes to splurge a little bit on the events where when you think is worth it, then go for it. In fact, Ladega was the event that I actually spent my first, probably my first time on this game. I never spent money like that before, but I guess that kind of opened the doors of for me to spend money on the event. But I do try and keep a check on how much I spend. Uh, I don't know how many of you've seen that video from Vintage Game Rescue, that is. And he was being quite frank about how much he spent on the last event. And you know what? It is expensive. That's what it is. It is expensive spending on the event. So you just got you got to know. You guys got to keep in check. And how much you let yourself being lured into the event. Now, even at the moment, right? When I was talking about you guys in the stream, I said, hey, you got this new Titan. She's available at 12,000 souls. Well, at 14,000 souls. But what I said I'm gonna go up to 12,000 souls. So in my head, wow, it's only 2,000 souls. I can get it, right? Yeah, I can. And so and that's how the game lures you, and that's how the rewards chain are designed. You get up to a point, and then like, hey, I can probably go up further. You gotta set yourself a goal and then just stick to it. So for me, in the worst case, I might just get the new Titan, but I'm not going any further. No way. Because there's nothing in there new for me. Yes, that 70,000 soul thing is pretty cool, but unless the only time I might go for this, like if when I'm just about to get to 14,000 souls, I get like a magical 4-star relic drop, and if that happens, then I'll be like, okay. But other than that, it's not happening. It made me want to jump in. All right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I think I can collect that portal stone. It's got any more reams? I got a couple of reams here. Nice. Let's collect those extra portal stones and do a few more battles. So you can go up a little bit longer. What do I want to level up? I think I was trying. And you know what? I've been trying desperately trying to level one of my relics up. this ice cuirass just to unlock that final relic slot, and I've been forging away cats and dogs into it literally and getting nothing up. So let's see if I get a bit lucky on the stream. If not, but well, oh well, right? Oh well. So I'll probably throw in one of the 3-star ice rings. I've got too many of those. Or maybe one of those. I'll throw one of the flame volleys. These drop in all the time. All right. Let's see. Fingers crossed, guys. Hopefully get one of the levels up, because the final one unlocks health. Very useful. Oh. All right. Oh well. Let's get that running. Collect that. Do this. That one, and then let me just collect a few more relics. Can probably take one more, but no, I'll do that later. That's one thing I do appreciate, that I do get a fair few portal stones dropping during battles, and that certainly helps. Okay, I think I've got. Let's do one more forge, guys. One more forge. Can I unlock that? Two. Pisces, I want to get that epic token, but I'm not sure I can this event, so I might just grind to what I can. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool, yeah. The epic token's good, and I know how lucky you get with the epic tokens, Pisces. Oh, hey, Anubis. Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. I think I did find you on Zalon stream. Nice to catch you there as well. Welcome. And how are you doing, Anubis, in the event? Are you going to be completing this? Oh no, failed. Oh well, I'm not going to do that more. Alright, we are having a bit of a change of a landscape in my alliance, but that's all known. I think I've found. Alright, I'm just. I think I should go for some bigger lands. Not this one. Man, no. I'm not going up to level 22 Panthers. I don't think I'm ready for that. If I had some resistance on my Panthers, I'll go for this one. If I had some resistance on my Panthers for poison, I would have gone for it. But nope. Anubis says no. Alright. Okay, cool. I guess you have all those titans anyway. And Anubis, I remember you are level 25 castle, aren't you? So you probably don't need to. You probably have all these titans now. But I was bringing up one point there for all the players that are high level. This new titan, because the amount of health boost it'll give you for your panthers. Even without any resists, those panthers are going to be very hard to take down. I got level 25 titans. 2 were 3-star and 1 was 2-star. Well, oh right, okay. I want to get the epic token, but I'm not sure. I got 27. You got 25 titans. Oh, you mean out of the epic tokens? Not sure what you meant there. And this would have been probably a bloody battle. Oh no, okay. I think I'll take 2 losses any day. Alright guys, so shall we do another, we'll do a few more battles, and then We'll garage. Oh, look at that. I'm getting a battery low warning as well. So let's do a quick battle. And I think we'll have to get this stream rolling down the hill. Because I don't want to get the stream giving up on me before I give up on it, right? So while I do this battle, let me thank all of those who've been on my stream. Parsi Shark, always a pleasure having you. Anubis, that you could make it. See you in, and all the best for the Ladega. Born, I'm not sure you're around, but hey, and congrats on that Halberd again. Nigel Roberts, if you're around, man, that's awesome. You've got a lot of morbid cloaks. I hope you have fun with the event. Maybe train some Titans up. Jason Jerome, you were here for a while. Glad you're okay, and looking forward to one of your videos of the analysis. Nigel Rob, anyone else? Zalan, hey, if you're still around, man, thanks for dropping by. Always appreciate it and love your streams, man. And hey Jim, yo, and yeah, of course, always happy to have you around. So appreciate your audience. I hope you all have a good event, guys. And if nothing else, you get yourself those minimum soul soul tokens, right? Event tokens. You get probably 3 of them. Oh, out of the 3 epic tokens, I got 2 3-stars and 1 2-star. All 3 were 1225. Ah. Well, you know what? That's not too bad. Oh, all level 25 3-stars is definitely very good food. Yeah, so whenever when I get a 3-star drop, a level 3-star drop from an epic token, I'm okay with that. But when you get runed, man, that's horrible. Alright, guys, I think I've got a battery low warning. I should cut it off now because there's been in the past where I just gives up. So again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. It's almost an hour we got the stream on. I'll try and do a longer stream tomorrow. So if you all want to come back tomorrow at the same time, that's 8:30 BST, which is basically 1 hour before now. I will be them. All of them are champions. Oh, nice. That's nice. That definitely helped you, Ayaka, then level up. Alright, guys. So thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful event, and hopefully I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a good event, guys. Bye.